As we go on, like we do, when it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you. What you need, a little mind at ease. There's a little sunshine in the summer breeze. Yes, baby, if you feel the same, let me know. If you feel the same, then let me know. Yes, I do. What you got to lose?
You done made it to see a whole nother summer and it feel good. Stop now, top down through the neighborhood. Let the wind blow, open up the window. That girl is poison like Velvet DeVoe. We have a barbecue to do FO. Swimming pool party in the back on the low. And the plates of food will be laid out. Work and do that dance that'll make your whole body hurt. Playing Bombardier, calm and clear. This that time of the year for everybody to be boisterous. Rock with Snoop Dogg and rejoice to this.
As we go on, like we do, when it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you. What you need, a little mind at ease. There's a little sunshine in the summer breeze. Yes, baby, if you feel the same, let me know. If you feel the same, then let me know. Yes, I do. What you got to lose?
Shined up my white walls, night falls. I'm feeling good. I'm doing things that you never would, like surfing with the sharks or shooting in the dark. Riding on a bike with my grandson at the park. Evolve while I elevate. Take flight, levitate. Breakfast for dinner. I'm cold as but summer ain't the winter. Finna, bender, Kona, on a 3-wheel motion. I'm headed to the ocean. Caravan full of cars, neighborhood stars. Up the boulevard we go till we can't go no more. It's me and mine, it's summertime. You go off and we go on.
As we go on, like we do, when it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you. What you need, a little mind at ease. There's a little sunshine in the summer breeze. Yes, baby, if you feel the same, let me know. If you feel the same, then let me know. Yes, I do. What you got to lose?
Man, too broke to pay attention. Man. Yeah. Man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. The game is friendless, the pain is endless. The game changed, I blame these lame pretenders. My friends and Benzes parked at the entrance. Inside, you still hear the engine. Like, ren, this is your ending.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Flacco's Ravens going up against Jameis Winston's Buccaneers.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up. And he'll be out. Bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run it again with Martin. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Flush to his right. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a run with Martin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Good for 4. It's 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Winston now from the 50. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Willie Henry in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 1st down, Flacco into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there. Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nick Folk for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Flacco here on second down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Levante David coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. On the screen, this is Woodhead. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 8 on the gain there, and it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. Now Flacco. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Ayers able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. On second down, Collins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Dumps it off to Woodhead. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Rolling the dice on fourth. Flacco. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first and 10, Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. Score will stay right where it is. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And this one's going to go. The wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Down goes Joe Flacco in the end zone. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then...
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging, I want on my 50s and cash. 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I got that, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got lots on my list and you next. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn off, pop up. Go to church with my shirt off, tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long, I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket, there's a long line. Nice to meet me, I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost, what you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I'm just a so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think it compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood'll be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top off a bridge. My black boys, I boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her. So, no, I said, what you mean? Whoa. I said, what you mean? Woo!
You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. And ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think Rome still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them bad as bad gon' get. What you mean?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all... set as they'll match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now it's Keenum, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Keenum. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. That one good for 7 that time. And that leads to a Minnesota first down.
Hey, we talked about Adam Thielen a little bit last year, didn't we? Possession receiver, makes some tough catches, gets it done, and he's a homeboy. Grew up very close to the Twin Cities.
And showing those possession receiver skills right there to pick up the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back in the 25. T.J. Watt coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Here before he goes down at the 26. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that takes us from second to third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get out.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Daniil Hunter able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they get the field goal. The part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, we got a second here. Thinking back to Week 15, a cool moment in that Panthers-Green Bay game. Did you see the video of Cam Newton and Clay Matthews?
I did, and you know, when you watch it, and you know what everybody told me when they're watching it live, you could see something happening because the commentators were talking at that time. Then they took the commentators' voices out, and you caught everything. So let me see if I have it right. Cam Newton, quarterback for the Panthers, had some byplay with linebacker Clay Matthews of Green Bay. And Clay was telling him he knew what he was about to call, right?
Yeah, Clay was saying, well, yeah, guys, watch for the wheel route. And Cam said, oh, that's cool. You've been watching film? Well, watch this. And he switched the play and threw a slant to McCaffrey for a touchdown.
How great is that? The back and forth. So Clay Matthews did his homework, but they changed it up, right? Because it looked like a wheel, and he turned it into a slant. That's an excellent counter play by the Carolina Panthers. What a cool moment. Cam Newton and Clay Matthews.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. They're going to try and throw, and he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toe. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 29 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Hey, partner, I want to sidestep for a second. Week 15, Raiders-Cowboys. I know you saw that crazy 1st down measurement. Very, very controversial.
Look, it didn't pass the eye test, and what I mean by that is when they put the ball down and brought the chains out, you couldn't just look at it and say 1st down or not. Ball's, you know, the nose of the ball is over. I mean, you had everyone eyeing it, looking at it. It's about making sure the posts are directly at 90 degrees. Do you need a leveler out there? I mean, everything was going on in the discussion. And finally, Gene Steratore, the referee, pulls an index card out of his back pocket to slide it between the football and the marker and signals 1st down. Now, we haven't seen that since, what, Bill Vinovich?
Yeah.
Was that 2013?
2013.
Not an everyday occurrence, but you do what you have to do to get the job done. So anyone wants to put a computer chip into football? This is a great time to bring that idea back.
I think Jack Del Rio might want to put a chip in the football.
No doubt.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Keenum. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bud Dupree charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. 3rd and long. It's Keenum looking deep downfield. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And now running right through it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll go down at the 28. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This will be taken about the 12. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sharif Floyd with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll find Thielen working the middle. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 48 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 23. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Accept the
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Hayward in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down. Well, hey, in the spirit of the holidays, let's have some fun. You sent out something on social media last week I thought was great. You asked if Santa Claus was in the NFL, what position would he be playing?
Well, we got some great responses, too, on that one.
What was the theme?
A lot of people looked at him as a defender. Zero technique, which would be a nose guard, right, because of his bulk. Some people thought he'd be a great 3 technique. Somebody said, well, his footwork would be terrific. Santa's quicker than you think. And then some people had him on offense. But there were a few skeptics out there as well said, well, he can't really play. He gets carried around all the time by Rudolph and the rest of the crew. And I mean, you just name it. They had it, but it was a whole lot of fun to hear the responses on Santa. And some people even took it to enough. Santa went to the combine. Would he go every drill? Would he do all these things? And I was like, you know, this has actually been a whole lot of fun. And bottom line is, for me, Santa can play whatever position he wants.
Santa's my quarterback.
No doubt.
No question. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is going to be incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
7 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He's looking deep for Bell, and that's caught inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd and short.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They motion the running back out left. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll go for it with Bell. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Le'Veon Bell, no shades there at 2015 against the Chargers where he stumbled in. Here he can't get in. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. They start the drive with Cook. Showed off the power, but not much room to run. Brought down at the 5. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown from 8 yards out. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Left side, Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater, 28 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Easy.
Back to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
James has got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A screen to Bell. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Bell. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Now Roethlisberger, and that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies man. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah. Go. Swear she got that like wow. She's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes.